everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So today I am going to try to do a look inspired by Winifred Sanderson. I haven't done the Sanderson sisters before because I've never really seen Hocus Pocus, and her look is rather pretty basic. I'm not saying she's a basic witch. I'm just saying that her look overall, except for her mouth area, is, you know, pretty little basic. So, I mean, and she's got the super rosy cheeks. So, we're just going to start with a super duper light colored foundation. I'm just using Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I love these foundations. I know they got kind of, people don't love them, but I do. I think it's perfectly fine for these looks. I don't like to use my expensive foundations for these looks that are going to immediately get wiped away, you know? So, and she's light. I'm pretty pale right now, but I've got like yellow undertones, and her makeup is pale. Just get that there. Okay. So we're just gonna do that, and her brow is a bit higher than mine too, and more like this way, but we're just gonna do regular brows, I think, because I think the wig and the teeth is going to be what pulls the look together. So I went to Spirit Halloween yesterday to see if they had any more wigs, and they did. But when I walked in, the man that worked there, he goes, "We don't have much left." He said it like that with a little attitude in his voice, and I'm like, okay. And then some people walked in behind me, and he goes, "We don't have a lot left," to them too. And they were like, okay. And then they walked in and continued to look. And I mean, they did have a lot left, actually. But then I went up to the cash register to pay, because they had exactly what I needed. And he looked up at me, and he was doing something with bags, and he looked up at me, saw me there with my stuff, and then just continued what he was doing. And I'm like, okay. I don't think this guy wants to be here. But I didn't care in it. I just was like, okay. And then he's like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, yeah. After like 30 seconds of still playing with his bags. But, you know, 30 seconds, that's not that bad of a wait. I'm just saying. He acknowledged me and then went on about what he was doing, which was odd to me. Because when I worked for Spirit, you didn't just not help a customer because you were doing something. So I go up there to pay, and it ended up being $29 even. And he goes, "Can I round it up to the next dollar for the kid thing?" And I said, "Sure, go ahead." And then he goes, "It won't let me round it up." And he said it to me with an attitude like I had like it was my problem. I'm like, okay, well, it's okay, never mind then. So that was just weird. And then when we were leaving, or when I was leaving, I saw there was a stack of coupons for the 13th floor, which is a local haunt around here. I think it's actually all over. It's in different cities across the country and stuff, but we have one here too. And so I thought, oh, I might still do that. Let me grab a coupon. So I was grabbing a coupon. He goes, "Those coupons aren't for here." And I'm like, "I know." He goes, "It's for a haunted house." I'm like, "I know." And he goes, "You can't use them here for a discount." It was so weird. So I'm like, okay, well, that was a really weird visit. So I think I'm pale enough. Not quite as white as her in my reference photo, but It'll do. It'll do. Just gonna powder myself down a little bit. It's just a habit. I know people say if you use foundation, you don't necessarily need to use compact, but it's a habit for me, and I'm just doing it. So we'll just have to deal with my neuroses. Okay. Now I need a fluffy brush. Not that fluffy. Oh, that one's too fluffy. Okay, I guess I do need one that's fluffy. So we're just gonna go in with a kind of a gray, I'll show you, eyeshadow right there. I'm gonna do gray, and then I'm gonna go over it in like a bronzy color. Oh wait, I may not need to. Look at that. And hers are just kind of rounded. She doesn't have a cat eye, and I have to resist the urge to do anything fancy. Because it's in my head to go phoop, phoop. Or go phoop and then phoop, you know, while making the sound effects. Okay, now we're going to go in with this kind of bronzy color. That's way more than I wanted to do there. Okay. Now that's it. Now her lip is going to be fun. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw the lips on first. Okay, and then I'm going to fill them with matte lipstick. And red. I love a red lip, but not so much Winifred's lips. Okay, so we're gonna let that kind of set a minute while I do the cheeks, and then we put the teeth in and the wig on. It's that easy. I'm using eyeshadow for the blush. I bet when three friends, because they always have pictures of three friends dressing as the Sanderson sisters, but I bet they like have a hard time in reality deciding who's going to be each one, because I imagine everybody has their favorite, and Winifred is probably the most favorite. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, that'll be up good enough for just for right now, I think. But I want to show you. This is the wig I got just from Spirit Halloween. It's Disney brand, Hocus Pocus brand, though, as are the teeth. So it's pretty good. It's not bad. And it has these things in the back in case you need to make it smaller. I don't have her dress, and I was going to paint it on with body paint, but I didn't want to. Now, the little teeth come in a container like this. They're Hocus Pocus licensed. And you get these little poly beads that you can melt down in some hot water, and you help it to fit the teeth on right and to hold them in place because they fit right. But I'm not going to use these for that since I'm only going to be wearing it just for this video. But those are really neat to use, and I'll use some in a future video. So then we got to get, lips are okay, so. And these are big for my mouth, but we'll just see. Sure. Well, that's really it for Winifred. Like the teeth are way too big for my mouth. I could probably melt them, but I would ruin the whole teeth. I don't know if the teeth are meltable like the poly beads are. Sometimes they are. It just depends. I'll have to look at the ingredients. But they are a little too big for my mouth. But I mean, I don't think it looks bad. It just would be very difficult for anyone wearing them to eat, drink, or talk. So I imagine they take it off for that portion of their evening. But anyway, this is my Winifred. I mean, I could just do it with my own teeth. I have an overbite. I put a spell on you. I don't even know what she says. I've never seen that movie. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. This is just a quick one, an easy one. Anybody can do that. I mean, anybody can do any of the looks I do. I'm just here to maybe throw out ideas or share my ideas. I have one coming up soon that I think Brian's stealing. No, that's Tina's. It's a little flower band that Tina can wear on her collar, and he stole it. He dropped it. But anyway, I have a look coming up that's inspired by Alice in Wonderland, mostly the Queen of Hearts. So hopefully that will look as good as it does in my head. I think I did a good job on the lips. It's just the teeth are just not working. So, You know, when I do this, my lips go up like that, and I should have done that before I put the lips on and held it so I could have painted the lips properly. But anyway, that's it. I know I've tried to say goodbye like 3 times. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.